I remain Samuel Dominic Chukwuemeka, aka Sam Dam for Peace. In this video session, we shall discuss properties of relations. And in this particular video, we shall talk about reflexivity, or the reflexive properties of relations. Please, before you continue with this video, it is recommended that this video is on a playlist. It is on a playlist, so it is recommended you have viewed the videos in the playlist in order. Okay, it's recommended that you view the videos in the playlist in order. So whatever videos that are before it, it's recommended you view those videos, okay, first before you view this video. So when we talk of reflexivity, we mean a reflexive property of relations. So we say that a relation R is reflexive on a set A, okay? It's reflexive on a set A if and only if. Some textbooks will write IFF means if and only if. Some textbooks might just say if. Some might say if and only if, IFF. If for every element, small a, being element of the set A, then you have that A, comma A, it has to be the same element, will be an element of the relation. So reflexive is just reflection, mirror image. You see yourself, you're just seeing yourself back in the relation. So if the element is the same, then we say yes, that the relation is reflexive on that set. Okay? If it is not reflexive, if the relation is not reflexive, if the relation R, or we can just say if R, it doesn't matter. If the relation is not reflexive, okay, we say then R is, we can say it is non-reflexive. Non-reflexive. So not reflexive means non-reflexive. Same thing. So in some textbooks, if you see not reflexive and non-reflexive, they mean the same. Now, if we have to represent this in sets, let's represent this in a predicate logic. Okay? Let's represent this in predicate logic, reflexive. So this means that for all A, right, then A, comma A is an element of the relation. This is if we present this in a predicate logic. For every element, small a. For every element, small a. You can put for every element, or you can leave it for every a. We still see for every element, small a. Then A, comma A must be in that relation. If it is not in that relation, if all of them is not in that relation, then it is not reflexive. Now, this means for all, okay, for all A. Now, but when we have for some, like if you have some elements that are repeated, the same elements in the relation, but there are still some elements in the relation that are not the same. Then we say it is not non-reflexive. Non-reflexive. Reflexive. And don't worry, we are going to do examples, so this will make some sense to you. Non-reflexive, or we say not reflexive. Now, for none at all, for none, when we say it is none at all, it is still non-reflexive or not reflexive and, okay, and irreflexive and irreflexive. So, if we don't have every element that repeats itself or that is the same as a set of other pairs, we say it is not reflexive. Now, if we do not have any of them at all, we still say it is not reflexive and also irreflexive. We now put irreflexive. Irreflexive, when we don't have at all, when we don't have any element at all that repeats itself, we say it's irreflexive. Another way you could use to describe reflexive property is, say you have, another way you could use to describe reflexive property. Reflexive property, okay, is, say you have another set of other pairs, okay? Say you have a set of other pairs, delta. Now, some textbooks might say you have an equality relation or identity relation. Some textbooks might say you have an equality relation. Some textbooks might say an identity relation. Okay? Delta. Then, if you have delta to be a subset of R, that means it is reflexive. That means it's reflexive. Okay? Now, but if you have irreflexive will be that delta intersect R will give you a disjoint set. An empty set, will give you an empty set. Okay? You can write it phi. This is phi, an empty set. Or you could also have it like this. The intersection of delta and R will give you an empty set. Empty set. Now this is based on sets. Definition on sets. If you have another set of other pairs, say delta, and delta is a subset of the if it's a subset of the relation, then you could say it's reflexive. Okay? Then if the intersection of delta and relation is a null set or empty set, okay, which means those two sets are disjoint. They are disjoint. Then it is irreflexive. All right. Now, let's look at some examples, and then let's talk about the matrix representation of the reflexive property, and also the digraph representation of reflexive property. So if we have an example. Let's look at an example here. So it says here, determine whether the relation R defined below is reflexive, non-reflexive, or irreflexive. Okay, reflexive, non-reflexive, irreflexive. So we talk about three things: reflexive, non-reflexive, which means not reflexive, and then irreflexive. Irreflexive means none. You don't have none at all. Now remember, irreflexive is also part of non-reflexive. Okay. So let's say here, let A, example 1, question 1. So let A be the set. We have a set here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let the relation be the set. We have the set of other pairs as a relation. We have 3 and 4. Okay? We have 3 and 4. So you look at this now. Arrow is, in this case, okay, let's just say the question 1 is, in this case, the relation is this, question 1. So here, we have 3 and 4. We don't have 1, 1. We don't have 2, 2. We don't have 3, 3. We don't have 4, 4. We don't have 5, 5. We don't have 1 and 1. 1 relates to 1, 2 relates to 2, 3 relates to 3, 4 relates to 4, 5 relates to 5. We don't have that. We only have 3 relates to 4. Okay? The edge is 3, 4. The initial vertex of the edge is 3. Terminal vertex of the edge is 4. So because of this, this is non-reflexive. Because it is not reflexive, so it is non-reflexive, and it is also what? Irreflexive. It is also what? Irreflexive. That's with that. Now let's say we have arrow to be 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, and then 4, 5. 4, 5. Okay, you look at this now. In this case, yes, we have 1, 1. Yes, we have 3, 3. They have to be the same. Okay, they have to be the same elements. Okay, like a mirror image, like a reflection, has to be the same. So we have 1, 1, we have 3, 3, but we don't have 2, 2, we don't have 4, 4, and we don't have 5, 5. We don't. So in this case, arrow is non-reflexive. It is non-reflexive. However, we don't say that it's irreflexive now. Arrow is not irreflexive. Arrow is not irreflexive. Because we have some, because we have at least, we have some. Okay, for some, we just say non-reflexive or not reflexive. We have at least 1, 1, we have 3, 3. So arrow is not irreflexive, but arrow is non-reflexive. Or you can say arrow is not reflexive. You can also say arrow is not reflexive. It's not reflexive. Okay? Now, number 3, example 3. Let's say we have arrow to be, let's say we have, I just want some space. Let's say we have arrow to be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Just like this only. Okay? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Arrow is reflexive. The relation here is reflexive. Okay? Now, what if you have it this way? Let's say arrow to be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 5, 2, 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 4, 4, 4, 1, okay? Or let's put it first, 4, 1, 4, 4, 5, 2, 5, 5. Alright? So if you have a relation like this, relation on that set, provided we saw 1, 1, provided we saw 1, 1, we saw 2, 2, we saw 3, 3, we saw 4, 4, we saw 5, 5. That's all we need. That is all we need. Okay? So, provided we have this here, then arrow is reflexive. Arrow is reflexive. The main thing is that we have all this. Okay? Now remember, reflexive means for every element A, okay, for all A, the repetition of A must be an element of the relation. So you have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Even if we have elements that didn't repeat, it doesn't matter. It's still reflexive. Alright? Does it make sense? Now let's do another one, just to make sure you understand it. And then we can do the matrix representation. Now what if you have, number 5, what if you have the relation to be 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Okay? 5, 4. Here, we don't see 1, 1, we don't see 2, 2, we don't see 3, 3, we don't see 4, 4, we don't see 5, 5. We don't, all of them must be there, but we don't see it here. So arrow is non-reflexive. And then we don't even see any of them at all. We don't see any one of them at all. So also arrow is irreflexive. Irreflexive. It is non-reflexive and it is irreflexive. Okay, another example. What if we have it like this? 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5. In this case, at least we see 5, 5. Now, we don't see 1, 1, we don't see 2, 2, we don't see 3, 3, we don't see 4, 4, but we saw 5, 5. So here, arrow is just non-reflexive. Arrow is non-reflexive or not reflexive. Now, arrow is not irreflexive because at least you see 5, 5. If you don't see any one that repeats itself, any one that is a reflection of itself, then it is irreflexive. So, does that make sense? Reflexive, non-reflexive, irreflexive. Alright. The next thing we're going to do now is let us look at the matrix representation and the matrix representation and the digraph representation of reflexive. Now, another thing to note, something else to note about reflexivity is that when you have reflexive property, another thing to note, if you have reflexive property, a relation that is reflexive, okay, the domain of the relation is the same as the range of the relation, and that gives you the set A. It gives you the set A. Set A. Okay, so take note of that. The domain, the range, and this still gives you the set A. When you have a relation that is reflexive, the domain of that relation is the same as the relation, is the same as the range of the relation, and is the same as the set. Okay? Now let's look at the matrix representation of R, of reflexivity. So it's my understanding that you have that at least you know matrices, okay, and sets. Matrices and sets are prerequisites to this. When we say reflexive property, matrix representation of reflexivity. Matrix representation of just both reflexivity and irreflexivity. Let's look at that. So we need 1, 1. We need 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So if you look at this from what we did earlier on, A, you have A, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have A here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We talked about matrix representation on the first video. So you can look at the first video. We talked about matrix representation on the first video. So at least you must have 1, 1. You must have 1, 1. Let me use yellow chalk. You must have 1, 1. You must have 2, 2. You must have 3, 3. You must have 4, 4. And you must have 5, 5. For reflexivity, for reflexive property, you must have all these. So this tells you that the elements along the principal diagonal, in matrices we call that the principal diagonal. Some textbooks will say main diagonal. So elements along the principal diagonal must be 1, must. Okay, we discussed matrix representation in relations, introduction to relations. Okay, so you might need to view that video. Very important. Well, not might. You have to view that video so you kind of understand what I'm saying here. So, with reflexivity, this is for reflexive. For reflexive property. For reflexive property, the elements along the principal diagonal must be 1. Other elements, we don't care what they are. We don't care what they are, even if they are zeros, we don't care. But the main thing is that the elements along the principal diagonal must be 1. So if we want to put 0 here, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. We don't care about what this will be. We don't, okay? 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. We don't care about what the other ones will be. The main thing we care about is that this must be included. Because with reflexive property, all the reflection of all the elements, the reflection of all the elements must be included in the relation. Now if you include any other thing, okay, we don't care. If you include any other thing from the set, we don't care, provided that the reflection of the elements must be there. That is reflective. That is reflexive property. So even if you have whatever that is here, we don't care. The main thing is that this has to be 1. If you talk about the matrix representation for irreflexive, matrix representation for, this is for reflexive, matrix representation for irreflexive. Irreflexive, okay, we have the matrix here. We have our A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you must not put this, okay? The main thing we are talking about is just the matrices. That's the main thing. You mustn't put what I put here. No. I'm just saying it to show you. You mustn't put it, actually. You mustn't put what I just put here. This is just to show you. The main thing, actually, is the matrix. That's the main thing. The main thing is the matrix. You must not put this. This is just to show you. Okay? You mustn't even put it. So here, for irreflexive, that means none at all. None at all. So the matrix representation means there's no 1, 1, no 1, 2, no 1, 1, no 2, 2, no 3, 3, no 4, 4, no 5, 5. So 1, 1, this is 0, 2, 2, 0, 3, 3, 0, 4, 4, 0, 5, 5, 0. Irreflexive. There is no 1, 1, no 2, 2, no 3, 3, no 4, 4, no 5, 5. So the principal diagonal elements are all zeros. And we don't care whatever might be here. Even if all these are ones, we don't care. Even if all these are ones, we don't care. Okay? Provided that this here are zeros, that is irreflexive. That is also this is also non-reflexive, also non-reflexive. Okay, because non-reflexive means some or none. Some or none. Now, if we want non-reflexive but not irreflexive, then we will have it this way. If we have non-reflexive, but not irreflexive, then we have it this way. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is just to show you, an easy way to show you. Okay? You don't need to put it, but it's an easy way to kind of show you. So here, 1, 1, we can put 1, it doesn't matter. 2, 2, we put 0. 3, 3, we put 1. 4, 4, we put 1. 5, 5, we put 0. And if we have at least 1, okay, if we have at least 1, then that, in the principal diagonal elements has to be, zeros and ones. Okay, we don't care whatever might be out here, just that you have some that repeat, like here you have that 1, 1 is included in the relation, you have that 3, 3 is included in the relation, you have that 4, 4 is included in the relation. Okay, whatever is here, we don't care. But provided that you have some that is included, then it is non-reflexive, but it is not irreflexive. Okay? It is non-reflexive, but it is not irreflexive. We don't care whatever is here. 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay? That is non-reflexive, but it is not irreflexive. Alright? Now, let's look at digraph. Let's look at digraph. Digraph. With digraph of reflexive, we talked about digraph in that first video, relations part 1. That's introduction to relations. Introduction to relations. With digraph, we'll see with digraph that at least we have the elements are the vertices. Vertices are also called nodes. So if we have 1, 2, let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with digraph, for reflexive, the main thing is that you have to have loops on all the vertices. All the vertices will have loops. Okay, the edges that are called loops are those vertices in which the edges it starts from the edge and ends in the edge. Those are called loops. So with digraph, because you will have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. It doesn't matter if you have any other connection or none at all. It does not matter. Okay? So even if I put this, 1 relates to 3. Even if I put this, let me use white chalk in this case. It doesn't matter at all. Okay? It doesn't matter. Even if you have it or none at all. Even if you have 2 relates to 4. Or let's say 2 relates to 5. Whether we have it or none at all, it doesn't matter. The main thing is that we have loops in all the vertices. All the vertices have loops. That is reflexive. Now, if we have irreflexive and non-reflexive for digraph, if we have irreflexive and non-reflexive, we have something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have any loop at all. We could have this. 1 relates to 3. Maybe 2 relates to 1. 2 relates to 4. 4 relates to 5. 2 relates to 5. We could have this. But there's no loop at all. There is no 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. There is no loop in any of the vertices. That is non-reflexive and it is irreflexive. Okay? Now, for non-reflexive but not irreflexive, we could have something like this. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could have maybe there is a loop in 1, and also there is a loop in 3. And the rest probably it does not. 2 relates to 1, 2 relates to 5, 4 relates to 5, 2 relates to 4, 5 relates to 4, 3 relates to 4, 4 relates to 3. Okay? Here at least you have some. You have 1, 1, you have 2, 1, you have 1, 3, you have 3, 3, but at least you have 1, 1, you have 3, 3. So, but then you don't have 2, 2, you don't have 5, 5, you don't have 4, 4. Okay, with this diagram you have 1, 1, you have 2, 1, you have 1, 3, you have 3, 3, you have 3, 4, you have 4, 3, you have 2, 4, you have 2, 5, you have 4, 5, you have 5, 4. At least you have 1, 1, you have 3, 3. So, but you don't have 2, 2, you don't have 4, 4, you don't have 5, 5. So it is non-reflexive, but it is not irreflexive. That's the diagram. Alright.